I can't see.
All right. Hi, everyone.
I
I hope you can see the, the screen here. Tonight, we're going to talk about essential oils made simple. And Debbie Wescott is our presenter, and she will definitely share with you how to make it simple. So Debbie, she lives in Arizona, and she's got 4 grown children and a bunch of cute grandbabies. So she's, you know, she knows all about being a mama and, you know, being a doTERRA wellness advocate almost just as long as I have. So lots of experience there. So guys, without further ado, I turn the time over to Debbie. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you, Jade. I appreciate that. I am excited to share this with everyone. We're going to have a little bit of interactive and pray that everything works out the way that we hope it will. And I love essential oils so much. I use them every day for everything. And we're going to show some of that tonight as we take a little tour around my home a little bit later. But first of all, hang on.
I'm excited to see your new house.
I know, right? I was gonna say, if anyone's like itching to see my new house, then they should get on tonight. Anyway, what I love about the oils is that they have magnified every area of my life, like my home, my health, my body, and just my overall happiness. And I love it so much. I just can't help but wanting to share it with other people, and especially helping people understand how simple it is. I think there are some misconceptions sometimes. Maybe we can advance that slide.
Okay.
Yep. There's some misconceptions, and people sometimes have fears about using essential oils, or they've heard some things that are actually myths about using essential oils. And we're going to address some of those tonight and show the value and the efficacy and the simplicity of using essential oils in our homes and for our families. So has anyone here ever heard that essential oils, that doTERRA oils are expensive? Yeah, I've heard people say that before.
Yep.
Were you gonna have a hot dog? I had one hot dog.
I've said it before.
You've said it before.
Yes.
Okay. Have you heard people say that it's complicated? Yeah, or like there's too much information, all of these, you know, these kind of negative false beliefs about them, or maybe that they're ineffective, or that, oh, essential oils are just a luxury. And tonight we hope to show you something different. All of us that have been using them for a while obviously know that that there is great value in using essential oils, and hopefully tonight we will be able to see that. So I think we're gonna stop share right now, and we'll take a little tour, and then we'll come back to the slides if that's okay.
Sounds great.
Okay, before we get started, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any doubts or fears or anything about the essential oils?
I don't, but why I'm really eager to like hear your class is because I've met people who are reluctant because of either the cost or does it really work, or like my husband called them my snake oils, and now he's using them. Finally, it took him getting sick for him to finally use them.
Top of the wet ones.
But at least
That's opposite.
Yeah. Awesome. So you're just like many of us who I even had some questions, not really doubts, but questions when I first started learning. And so I can say that probably most of us had some of those, you know, questions or doubts or fears, and just every single one of them has been resolved. So let's go take a look around my home. And I'm gonna see if there is a way to flip this. Okay, so we are in my home office here. And what do we have here?
A diffuser.
Diffuser. Yeah, so diffusers are really important to have in pretty much every room of the house. And I know many of you use them. Sierra, can you tell me what is one reason why you use a diffuser in your home?
I've got a dog barking in the background, so I apologize. The main reason that I diffuse in my home is to change the mood, to uplift our energy, and also to keep toxins out of the air.
Okay, awesome. Perfect, perfect. So, yep, we use essential oils in the diffusers, and it is important to have them in every room so that we can do those things. Right now, I'm diffusing peppermint and vanilla. And let's see, I'm going to turn this off just for a second. So this is super, super easy. Hang on, we're not quite off. There we go. Whoops. I keep hitting the wrong button. My fault. Anyway, it's as simple as opening this up, pouring tap water in, open your essential oil, and put a couple drops in. I use peppermint to kind of help uplift, invigorate. It helps with focus. And then, you know, everyone loves to use vanilla and peppermint together, right? Or vanilla and cinnamon. It just gives you that kind of refreshing, invigorating, and comforting scent. So there we go. Easy
I do
peasy.
have a question.
Sure.
So I have 2 Himalayan salt lamps. I have diffusers, but sometimes I will just put my oils on my salt lamp. Like I put lavender on my salt lamp next to my bed to sleep. Is there any kind of difference between using it with a diffuser or putting it on a salt lamp? Is that like different?
I love that you asked that, because I actually have a salt lamp in my guest bedroom. And I do the same thing. I put oils on that salt lamp. I think the diffuser disperses the oils through the air better than the salt lamp. Even though the salt lamp is really nice, it's about the salt being salt is cleansing, right? It's a natural disinfectant. And it does help, like, I don't understand all the science about it, but like the ions, it balances everything, right, in the space that it's in. So I think it probably, like, adding oils to that enhances the effect of it. But I really like the diffuser to disperse it more fully throughout the room, because it is cleaning the pathogens out of the air, and helping with mood. What about what other kind of uses or benefits do you see, or other people on this call see, from using essential oils?
To help me breathe.
Yes. Okay. Yay. I'm so glad. I knew you were going to speak up, Ginger. Respiratory health. We definitely use it for respiratory health. So we can put, like, breathe in lime. We can do eucalyptus, we can do oils like that in the diffuser. And it's really great for kids at nighttime if they're having wellness concerns, you know, respiratory concerns, then it helps them sleep better at night.
So
Okay,
Debbie,
I'm
there's
just,
two people here, Sierra and then Jamie.
okay.
I was just going to make a suggestion if there's anybody new at all to diffusers. I love how she's got a little wooden block underneath hers right there. I usually have something ceramic underneath mine if I'm setting it on a piece of wood furniture, because there's always that chance of a little bit of condensation or water getting on your wood furniture. So if you just have something like what she has underneath it, that's always a really good idea. So
Okay, I'm gonna show my little thing. Isn't that cool? A friend of mine,
that's so cute. Oh my
a friend
God,
of mine made that for me and I was like, oh, that's awesome.
that's adorable.
Yeah.
Love
So yeah, I love that. You do want to protect your furniture that is varnished or painted or anything like that. And just, I just use table runners sometimes, or yeah, like that piece of wood, which is really nice. So, okay, I'm going to pan over here just
Jamie,
to,
sorry. One
oh,
more.
sorry, I forgot Jamie. Yeah.
Okay. I have a lot of different uses for diffusers, but one of the reasons why I have one in every room is for deodorizing. So especially in the kitchen when I'm cooking something and it's like extra smelly but yummy, then I'll diffuse a lot of, citrus oils and things. And I also have a bubble diffuser on just above my toilet. So, when people walk by, they go to the bathroom, it has a sensor and then it just like sprays it out at you. But
Oh my
yeah, so it
goodness. that's-
deodorizes and it kills the germs. So win-win, right?
Absolutely. I love that. I'll show the bubble
The
diffuser.
bubble is so cute, you guys. Everyone would want it because you know what? Our friend Cheryl, at her house, she has one in the bathroom, and at first we surprised our other friend Debbie. She was so tickled that she had to call everyone in there and have them have that same experience. Walking here, and all of a sudden it went, and they're all laughing because it's a surprise. Yeah, it's a fun one.
It is a fun diffuser. I love it. I hope to get more when I'm at convention.
Yes, for sure.
So,
us too.
yeah, right.
Alrighty.
Okay. If does anyone else have any thoughts?
Element director of service for the latest system.
Sorry,
Okay.
chat. Will you please mute yourself?
Same with the Cottrell family.
Thanks.
Okay. So we're gonna pan over here. Again, I'm still in my home office, and here are some of my oil racks. So I like to show how I store them. For me, and I think for most people, we use and integrate the oils better when we have them convenient to us in our spaces. So some people might think, well, that's weird that you have them all over the house, but it really isn't. I am all about convenience and accessibility. What I keep in my office is usually extra stock. And then another way to store oils is in oil bags like this. And mine were all in these bags as I moved. But these are nice to just grab and go when you're teaching classes or you're, going to travel or something like that. So, okay.
I saw the little rack and I thought there's absolutely no way that those are the only oils that she has in her house. I'm going to wait until she reveals like the stockpile or the entire like cabinet of it. I was ready. I was like, there's no way that's all she has in her house.
No, you see my bags full, but I did want to say this is actually a nail polish rack. So you can find those. And I like that it has a little bar here so that they don't tip and fall off. So
It looks like Jamie's one.
yeah.
I will say I agree with you completely about having them accessible. I used to keep them all in my in this cabinet behind me. I had a little thing with my own personal ones in it, a bag. And they were always zipped up and we were always pulling the bag out. So I finally got one of those towers that spins, that you can put all the oils in, and it's in my kitchen. And now the oils are being used even more by like my kids and now my husband. So he's like, okay, which one am I supposed to use for this? You know, and so they're out and they're seen every single time you walk in our kitchen. I mean, you can see them there. So my family uses them now. So it's really good.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think absolutely to get the most value out of them, you have them where you're at in your home. So that might mean that you have 2 lavenders or 3 Melaleucas or, you know, tea trees or whatever, just so that you keep them handy right where you're at. And it reminds you to use them. The other thing I just thought of is that, like, I know Jade and her family, they organize them alphabetically. But I cannot wrap my brain around doing them alphabetically. So I do them by color. And so you will see all of my stuff organized by color. And anyway, I don't know if that's helpful to anyone, but it was helpful to my mom.
I started that way, Debbie, and I will continue that way forever. But my husband complains that he can't find his oils because he's looking for the alphabet, you know. So if I put stickers so that you know exactly what's missing, so you can put it back there, and it works better. But in my mind, I know what color each oil is, but they haven't learned it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just went to my mom's house. My mom so my dad makes these beautiful boxes, and I just take the little inserts that, you know, the little foam inserts you can see here. This is how I packed some of them to travel, but my mom has all of hers in boxes like this, and they were like super haphazard. And so before we went to Costa Rica, I was at her house and I brought all my oil stickers and did all the stickers on her bottles and organized all of them by color for her. And she was like, why didn't I think to do that? But it's works for me. I tried it the other way and it just doesn't work. Anyway, so to each his own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna take a little walk out here. So we're going out to the great room. I'm actually right by my front door. Here's my front door of my house. And what do we have here? Another diffuser. And right now I have Air X and Tangerine in here. Does anyone want to talk about Tangerine or Air X?
I actually use tangerine a lot, but in my water. I use lemon and tangerine, and I love that mixture. It makes me drink water so much easier. So tangerine is actually one of my favorites for drinking.
Yeah. I hadn't used Air X before, and it came up for me on an iTovi scan. And so I decided to incorporate it that way.
Yeah,
Is it the same as Breathe?
it's similar to Breathe.
Similar to Breathe, yeah.
Was that diffuser you had by your front door, was that an electric one that you had plugged in, or did it run by batteries?
It's plugged in.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, plugged in. Okay, so I said, so this space, I'm gonna turn my camera around again. This space is kind of a larger space. And
With floors.
okay, you can see I have another diffuser over here. Okay, this one has wild orange and coriander in it. I think I stuck my coriander back in my rack, but I love those 2 oils together.
So do you have your diffusers running all day long like that?
I get up in the morning and make sure they're filled if they're not already filled or have something left from the day before. And yes,
Okay.
I turn them on immediately. Okay, so here's your bubble diffuser. I'm going to try and do this with one hand. So a bubble diffuser takes...
Debbie, why don't you try and put the phone down for a moment?
Okay, okay.
Yes, it might work. Turn it around.
Flip it.
Flip the
Okay.
phone around.
Yeah, thank you for helping me, you guys. Okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's your bubble diffuser. I was just charging it. This one's rechargeable. So it's a universal charger, which we found out your iToby scan, your iToby charger can work for this too. And I take the oil and I screw it in like this with the bubble diffuser upside down. And then I flip it. And then I'm gonna put it on, we'll put it on high output. And let's see what happens here. Hopefully I'm charged up. Come on.
I think it only goes off every 3 minutes that it, it senses you.
Okay. So
she's walking away. She's gonna come back.
I'm gonna walk away and then we're gonna walk back by.
Or you could just flip the switch at the back.
Yeah, I did.
Again.
Okay, let's see. See if it goes. I'm gonna put it on high. Come on.
I think
My
it's
little
not
bubble
charged enough,
diffuser.
maybe.
Huh?
I think it's not charged enough, maybe.
It may not be.
Yeah, the green.
Anyway, normally it would go puff, puff.
It makes that sound too. Puff, puff.
Yes, puff, puff. Anyway, so you can see I've got 3 diffusers in this space. So we've got one there, one by the front door, and one over here kind of by the kitchen and living room. And you want that many so that you get enough coverage in the space. Does that make sense? Okay.
I have mine right here. We could see if it works.
Oh, yay.
Goody.
No, it's not.
A watch pot never
There
boiled.
it is. See it?
Oh, cute.
Little puffer.
Cute.
Anyway.
That's awesome. Layla?
So it did I know that with just having all of those diffusers within like the same space, I noticed that essentially each one had up to 2 different oils in them. How do you not get to where the smells are so overwhelming? Because I know that I have a tendency to overfill my diffusers, so I can only have a certain amount of smells going on at once and it'll get really overwhelming. So how do you keep that from happening if you have so many diffusers in one, even if it is a large space?
So in my opinion, I think it's a personal preference. So if you feel like you don't want a variety of essential oils, you can put the same oils in each one depending on your goal. Like what purpose are you trying to fill? Does that make sense? And you can put less amount of oils in the diffuser to help it be a little less potent. Me, I love every oil layered all the time. I just love that. I just like, that makes me happy. And usually I'll have a citrus with something else.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's really, yeah, really just a personal preference. Anyone else have any ideas?
Go ahead, Jamie.
I put mine on the maximum time, which means it's not continuous, only because I want it on all day long. And I also have one in every room like Debbie, except mine's all different ones. Like I literally have a different diffuser in each room. So I have a Lumo, I have a Petal, I have a Volo, and Stephen has the Bevel. Was it Bevel? And the kids have a koala and an elephant. And then in the bathroom, there's the bubble.
I love that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I do have a different one in every room. I didn't realize, but I feel like because we use it so often, I don't even smell it. Like I can't really smell how strong it is because people come into my house and they're like, "Oh, it smells so good." But I don't actually smell it anymore because I'm so used to it. So
And you
Like,
you get the oils that you like too. You put the oils in that you
Yeah.
like. Then
Yeah,
as
because
you heal,
different.
as your body heals though, your body likes it more.
Yes.
So, because I remember when I first started, I was allergic to a million things, right? And
Yeah.
perfume and everything. And I'm like, it smell. But then this smell is different because it's pure. And my body's like, I can't get enough. And so it's just kind of like in the
Yeah.
background. I mean, we can't even go out and drive in our car without turning on our car diffuser, right? So you ask some of the ladies who've had used oils here for a long time, and they're like, every car you own, you have a car diffuser in there. Come on.
Yeah. And we've got the
Yeah, then
pilot
you
for
have a
that.
necklace
Yeah.
diffuser, and then you have a bracelet diffuser, and everything diffuses.
You're like a walking diffuser.
It's true. It
Yeah.
is so true.
I put like eight drops in like each diffuser. Like I'm just like hardcore. I don't know.
I'm
like
with you,
is it
Jamie. I'm
overpowering? I
hardcore
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm totally like that too, Jamie. Hardcore oil users.
Not enough. You need
Not
to put it
enough.
on more often.
Yes. Go on, Sierra.
I was just going to say, before I met Jade and before I was introduced to oils and everything, I used to use Pine Sol because it was like the strongest clean scent that I knew of that would make my house smell clean, you know? So like before we would ever have any like big parties or company or something like that, I would like Pine Sol everything, my floors, my counters, like everything. I didn't realize the toxins I was like taking in my own skin and exposing my whole family to and everything. Like I had no idea. Not once in all those years of using Pine Sol did I ever have anyone walk in my house and go, wow, your house smells so good. Not once. And last night I had a young lady come over because she wanted to talk about oils and everything. And I had only my diffuser in my kitchen and my diffuser in my office on. That's it. And she walked in my house. She's like, your house smells so good. I was like, seriously? Like, this is awesome. This is so great. And I didn't even vacuum the floors yesterday. So
I love
yeah, I love it. It's amazing. And I put like, I've been working with this young lady for like months now, trying to like get her moving with essential oils and whatnot. So I diffused Motivate in my office because I knew that's where we were going to be sitting. I'm like, Motivate. So anyway.
You're a fly dog.
She's a smart cookie. That's what she is.
That just reminded me, like I took my kids to eat at a restaurant last week. And when we got into the restaurants, my kids just like sniffed around. They're like, it smells so bad in here. And it was just cleaning products. They're like, ew, this is really gross. They're like, I can't breathe. And they're like covering their mouth and they're just like really suffering. And I think because they don't really smell that unless they go out. And it's just kind of sad because people were wiping everything, spraying everything. And one person even sprayed this table next to me and it got on my hand, which luckily had finished my food, but I couldn't drink my drink after that.
Oh.
You know, they just don't realize that.
Yeah.
Hello?
You get used to the oils and the purity, and then your body is super sensitive to anything that's less than pure. You know, so you can't even go through the aisle in the grocery store anymore with all the perfumes and, you know, some cleaners and stuff.
Yeah, I have to hold my breath.
I never could walk through that aisle. Even when I was a little kid, I used to remember, you know, I would be like, Mom, I'm going to go to the next aisle. Because every time she would go down to get laundry detergent or something, I would start sneezing if I, you know, went with her. Just because the fumes of all the cleaners and everything on that aisle was just so strong. It would affect me a lot when I was a kid. And so that makes me think of that.
Yeah. I love that you guys brought that up, because I think of the natural tendency we have to be drawn towards purity, which to me is truth, right? So when our body and our mind is cleansed, which is what we're doing with the essential oils, then we do become more sensitive to things that are maybe not good, that are not good for us, and more accepting and receiving of things that are good for us, that are truth, right? So unadulterated, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for and clarity, and I love that the oils help us do that. So let's talk about the
Hang
we're
on,
gonna-
one more. Jamie
Oh,
wants to say something.
Sorry, Debbie. I love that you said truth, because isn't it so marketed that if it smells really toxic that it's clean?
yeah, right.
Isn't that just like a marketing? Yeah. So that is not truth. That's just what they want you to hear.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thanks for that. So instead of using those toxic cleaners, we're going to use our On Guard concentrate. Okay. And we can get these little fun pump spray bottles from doTERRA. And they kind of have a little bit of a continuous spray action, which I love. My first advice would be to fill your bottle with water first. Otherwise, it will suds up and you won't get your cleaner in there. This is a concentrate, so you just add 2 tablespoons of the concentrate to your bottle that's filled with water already. I am lazy, so I just do 2 squirts. Just 2 healthy squirts.
So you already have water in there, Debbie?
I already put water in it.
Perfect. So easy. Just squirt,
Yeah.
squirt.
Super easy. Just put my lid on. And I've bought bottles from like Walmart before too. I like to get the professional grade spray bottles, because then I can add some oils to it as well if I want to, and they seem to last longer. But this is nice. It's just kind of has a little bit of a continuous spray, and I use it on everything. I found in this house we have a lot of flat paint on the walls, so anytime something scuffs the wall, it turns black immediately. This is like masterful at getting all the scuffs off the wall, so I love that.
Okay, and Debbie has lots of grandbabies, several grandbabies that are toddlers, so you know she's got it down.
Do you use that on granite countertops?
I have granite countertops here, and I use it every day.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Layla.
So with the concentrate, does it already have, obviously it has essential oils with it, but when you add the essential oils to the spray, do you do that just for like the scent additive, or do you do that for also a cleaning property as well?
Both, but I would say both, but the real purpose is just for extra, like an extra boost. I might add some lemon to it for like degreasing, or like if you have sticky stuff, that helps a lot. Or you could do tea tree or On Guard or whatever. But the thing is, I don't do that very often because I don't have to. This is sufficient. Like it's
So that already
simple.
has a scent in it. The concentrate already has a scent.
It does. It's very mild. And my floors are wood look tile. And so I use just a steam mop, and every other time I just use this spray bottle and spray it on the floor just for an extra clean while I'm steam mopping. So I just do a little bit at a time. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So we have Cheryl and Candace and Sierra.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, so I use that bottle as well. And I do use oils in it all the time. And I also have I don't have a steam mop, but I have a mop system where I just use water. And so I'll add my favorite oils to that bottle and then spray my mop head and
Yep.
then use that. And I haven't had any issues with that bottle and using essential oils in it. And I mean, I've been using it for a couple of years now.
Awesome.
And they stay in there and they've been fine. But yeah, I love that concentrate. It's so good. And that spray bottle, there's so many things you can do with it. I've added baking soda to it with distilled water and oils and used it as a room freshener. So, or even a fabric freshener for your furniture.
Yeah, I love that. So that is a perfect segue. Is there anyone else?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
there's
gonna-
Sierra and Candace. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I have one of those same mist spray bottles in my car, and it has On Guard and spearmint just because it's one that I really, really love, and it smells amazing. On Guard for the purpose of disinfecting and guarding against any viruses or anything like that. I had it in my car when I was Ubering, and after every person would get out of the car, I would spray my car. And then when
Awesome.
it was so perfect, because then when the next people would get in, they would be like, "Oh my gosh, your car smells amazing." I'm like, but
Cars for that one.
so if you want to just use it as an air freshener, I mean, just water and your favorite oils. The On Guard I put in there for the disinfectant purposes of it. But Layla, to answer your question, for my surface spray, I just use either the Abode concentrate or the On Guard concentrate in the one that she's about to show you, which is the surface sprayer. Yeah, so that's what I use for my whole kitchen purposes. And I even have used it on my wood cabinets, because you know how it gets splattered sometimes with something, and it cleans it right off like super easy.
I love you guys. You're like teaching this class for me. I love it.
Candace, go ahead.
So much. Yeah, keep it coming, ladies. Keep it coming.
So Candace and Jamie.
Thanks. So with that bottle that you were just talking about, so whenever you put acidic oils in it, is it plastic or is it glass? And how can you be careful whenever you put oils in it that can like ruin plastic?
So this one is plastic, but doTERRA has made it specifically so that we could do this. So like Cheryl Harris said, she's never had any problems. I've probably had mine for more than 6 months to a year. And I don't have any issues either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, just curious.
Yeah, I think just because it's citrus oils, it doesn't necessarily mean it's acidic. Essential oils are different. Yeah.
The oil doesn't come from the flesh, so you're not getting that acidity. You're getting the emulsion from the citrus rind. So it's more of like an oil, it is an oil, an essential oil that comes from the rind. So you're really not getting the acidity.
Okay.
Can I say something really quick? I know there's other hands up, but so you're probably concerned because we're not supposed to drink essential oils out of plastic. So that's probably where you're going with that. And I don't know for sure, but I feel like this bottle, the plastic that's used on the inside is made differently so that it can tolerate the essential oils, and it doesn't break it down like a cheap plastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah. Jamie?
Good questions. Thank you.
I think, the single-use plastics are really thin and easily broken down. But what I was trying to say is I use it for lots of different things. So I have multiple bottles. I have one for the bathroom because of the glass. I would actually add Purify and vinegar just to make it cut through the soap scum better. And also have another bottle that I add peppermint and vinegar, because when my dog, pees in the wrong place, I don't want him to go back there and pee. So the vinegar and the peppermint is to deter him from peeing in the wrong place.
You know, Jamie, eucalyptus works well for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
So
have a blend actually. I have a blend on top of the On Guard, just like,
That's
you know,
smart. That's really smart.
but yeah, there's so many cool uses.
I know. I love it. I love it so much.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
is there,
Sierra. Do you have your hand up, Sierra?
Sorry, I think that was from before.
Okay.
okay.
Go ahead, Debbie.
So I love that you guys were talking about service sprays. Years ago, I created these spray bottles and I've been using them ever since. I have one that's for bathroom and toys. And I just keep the recipe or the oils on here and I just keep my options open. I use like tea tree, thyme, lemon, or any citrus oil. So 20 drops of tea tree, 10 drops of thyme, and 10 drops of lemon or any other citrus oil. And I just fill it with water. And I just keep these under my kitchen sink. So I always have these 3 sprays ready to go at all times. And this one, that thyme and the tea tree are really great for like mildew, just for like helping to protect us from things that have been touched a lot. I used to run a daycare and a preschool, and I use this one on the toys a lot, and in the bathrooms. So bathroom and toys. And then I have another spray. I call this my furniture and pest spray. And this is 20 to 40 drops of these oils in any desired combination: peppermint, eucalyptus, clove, arborvitae, lemon eucalyptus, cedarwood, or basil. And you can do any combination, but 20 to 40 drops. And I spray it on my furniture, like pillows, window sills, or any other place where pests or mites might be detected. I love having these just ready at my fingertips all the time. And then my last one, I just call it my disinfectant spray. Again, this is just oils and water. So simple. And this again is 20 to 40 drops, combination of any of these oils: On Guard, lemon, clove, Abode, and I'm sure everyone else has, could be Purify. You guys can choose for yourself, but I just love having all 3 of these made. And I like to spray them on the surface, like doorknobs, light switches, faucet handles, countertops, and I let them sit and dry. And then I just take like a microfiber cloth and kind of wipe it down afterwards. So when you're talking about all those sprays, I was like, you guys are awesome. You do the same things I do. But all of these are made all the time. I just keep them under
Are
my...
those bottles glass doTERRA bottles too, or are those different?
These are glass, and I got them from like Aroma Tools. These are
big.
These are 8 ounce. It tells you on the bottom. These are 8 ounce bottles.
Okay, so we're gonna put the links to the Aroma Tools, and we're gonna put the recipes in the YouTube comments for you guys.
Yep, I can totally do that. Okay, since we're on cleaners, I'm gonna do this one really quick. So in my kitchen, I just keep canisters ready to go because I use baking soda for everything. I just have this little container, and I'm gonna take, guys, I don't even measure all the time, but I'm gonna the 3rd cup of...
This is why she's my friend.
I love it. I just know the consistencies that I'm looking for, right? So this is going to be like a soft scrub. So you kind of want it like toothpaste consistency, right? So I'm going to use my tea tree. I'm going to do like 10 drops. And thyme. And if you want, you could add a little bit of lemon or like lemon eucalyptus, just to give it a little bit more. Okay, for now, for our purpose tonight, I'm just gonna leave it at those two. And now the fun part. Now, you wanna do this slowly because what happens with vinegar and baking soda? Does anyone know?
Capos.
Yeah, you get a fun explosion. So we're just gonna go a little bit at a time so that my explosion, oh, I wish you guys could see this.
We can hear it.
Can you? Okay, so that was like a tablespoon. I'm gonna do another one. And then I'm literally just gonna take the end of that measuring spoon and just start stirring. And I think I need a,
inside, Debbie.
what's that?
Tip it to the camera.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna do another. So you just do it a little bit at a time so that you don't get a massive explosion. However, I just thought of this. Once a month, I clean all my drains. Once a month, once every other month. And I actually go around and I put baking soda, probably 1/4 to 1/2 cup into each drain. And then I actually heat up vinegar in the microwave in like my glass Pyrex. Before I put the vinegar in, I add a few drops of essential oil, whether it's tea tree or lemon or whatever. And then I pour that hot vinegar down the drain. And it helps keep all my drains. Not that I'm worried about it all the time, but
Brilliant.
I used to live in an older home. And so that was really helpful for me. But here is this baking soda vinegar soft scrub and essential oils. So I would just keep adding this to fill it up, and it just supplies me for at least a couple months, if not more. And it's clean, and I know what's in it. That's the beauty of it. I don't have to like guess and wonder if something's going to irritate my skin or irritate my lungs.
What do you use it for, Debbie?
So this is a soft scrub. I'll use it for the grout and for my tile in my shower. Okay. Or even if you had just a shower pan, you know, like that's not tiled in your bath, this is great for that too. Okay. So grout, tile in the bathroom.
I'm really gonna scrub my shower with that later.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ginger.
Debbie, I love that. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. I also, I use a paste like that on my top stove top and in my oven. Oh,
yeah. I used to have a glass top. I now have gas, which I love, but I did used to have a glass top, and I would use this on that. Thank you so much for reminding me.
So nice. So thank you. I'm glad to know for grout.
You can actually add a little bit of dish soap to this. So your doTERRA Abode dish soap would be great in this for that, for the glass. So it works out a little bit more of a degreaser, right? So fun.
So Debbie, would you use that for scrubbing out your sink, your kitchen sink too, or do you use something else?
Yeah, no, I absolutely use, my kitchen sinks have been stainless steel, and this is phenomenal with that. I actually sometimes I just, because my canister is always right here, sometimes I actually just take this and sprinkle it in the sink and then just put a couple drops of essential oil, scrub it, and I leave it for 2-3 minutes, and then I come back just so it has time to sit there and disinfect and kind of get all that. So sometimes I don't even make the paste. I just, for my kitchen sink, just because this is so accessible. So
I like that idea of having the baking soda right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Because you're going to use it to bake, and you're going to use it to clean, and you're going to, just, it's nice to just have it super, super accessible, super convenient. Okay, so let's see, what do we do next? Let's do, is everyone good?
Debbie, would you mind mentioning again what you poured down to keep your sinks clear? Because I have an old house that.
Okay. A quarter to a half cup of baking soda. So dry. I just go around like to everyone in the house. I just walk through the house and do that. And then I heat up vinegar. And like in the, like your glass Pyrex in the microwave, or just until it's just hot enough, maybe 2 minutes. And then I put essential oils usually down first, and then I do the vinegar. So it's not an exact science. It's just enough to get everything down, and it works. What's great about it too is that, you know, the stainless steel or metal around your drains. You can just literally take a little scrubby and clean those, like all the soap scum off. Okay. You just made me think of something else. I don't know if this is helpful to anyone, but I will heat up vinegar and put it in a baggie with a rubber band around it. And I put that up on my shower head, rubber banded, and I leave it, and it gets all the hard water.
That's awesome.
Okay.
One more, Debbie. Jamie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I like to put the baking powder in a bowl and then add the oils and mix it up first. And then I put it in the drain so that it's kind of like evenly spread out.
I love that.
Yeah, and also you can do that for your mattress. So you can just sprinkle that oil baking powder on your mattress and then vacuum it.
Yep, I do that too. So if I have carpet anywhere, I do that on my carpet. I actually use I like to, if you get like at the dollar store or whatever, they have that glass sugar container that has the openings at the top. And you can mix it up in there. I like to use eucalyptus and peppermint and lavender in that and sprinkle it, and yep, just vacuum it up. So brilliant. Awesome. Okay. Are we doing okay on time, Jade?
Yeah, just keep going, Debbie. We're fine.
Okay. This is so fun for me, you guys.
It's so helpful. We're going to share this video to lots of people.
Yay.
Lots of people. All your newbies should watch it.
So we've learned about a lot of ways to help take care of our home, and now we're going to do a little bit of our body. Okay. So we're going to make a sugar scrub. Has anyone made one before?
Yes. Yep.
And my sugar is in a canister in the kitchen. And this is the one way we're going to use sugar. It doesn't have to go inside of you. So I'm just using, again, I don't always measure, but I'm going to do a half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to do equal with coconut, extra virgin coconut oil. You see that? Okay. And so this is for your body. So when you want to exfoliate, when you want your legs or your shoulders to be like nice and smooth, then you can make this simple sugar scrub. Or if you want to make gifts this is an awesome gift for like teachers. And it's super simple, super cost effective. And I'm just going to mix this together. What sounds like a yummy oil for a sugar scrub? What would you use?
Lavender.
Okay.
Lavender and vanilla.
Yes, vanilla and everything.
Everything.
Vanilla and everything, yes.
How about Douglas fir or black spruce?
Oh, yeah. That would be yummy. So I'm just mixing this up. You can,
Together.
huh?
What about together oil? Wouldn't that be nice?
Ooh, like the convention blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, magnolia and yuzu.
Ooh, yum.
So some people like their sugar scrub to be a little drier, like kind of granularly. Granule, is that a word?
It is now.
Like grainy?
People like it smooth. I'm gonna do it a little bit smooth because sometimes I just stick my container in the refrigerator and then that coconut oil just solidifies a little bit. And I can do it that way. You can get just a pretty container, even just a little jar would be great. And I usually don't do them this big. I usually do like a 4-ounce canning jar, like the little jam jars. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I do those. And then I put like a little handmade sticker on the top and then give it as a gift. And when I put my oils in there, probably in the 4-ounce, I do anywhere between 10 and 15 drops of essential oil. So just depending on what scent you want to have, and what you want to be more powerful. Like if you're doing your lavender, maybe you do 5 drops of lavender and 6 or 7 drops of vanilla. It's really just a personal preference, and you play with it until you get it to what you like. But I actually keep one in my shower so that like when I shave, I can exfoliate first, and I actually don't even have to use like soap or shaving cream or anything like that when I've scrubbed my legs with this first, because they're already soft. They have a little bit of coconut oil on them, and then I just shave right after that. So
Where do you get your bulk coconut oil that you have?
Costco. Okay. When we go back to the slides, we're gonna sail through a few things right now so that we can get back to the slides, because I did kind of a estimate of cost so that we can show the value and the like. Just it's so low cost. Yeah, it's so cost effective to use oils this way. Sorry, I'm gonna the other thing I was going to show you, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through it and not do it totally, but using your oils for immune support. So I love to have my immune support blend made all the time, and I keep it next to my bed. I usually have 2 or 3 in the house. And we'll put these recipes on there too. I use On Guard, lemon, tea tree, oregano, and sometimes I'll add frankincense to the blend as well. This is a big recipe, but I am super simple and I want them to fit right on the bottle. And I literally use packing tape. So like clear packing tape, put it over the top of this, put it on my bottle, because if I ever give it to someone, I want them to know how to make it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And how to use it themselves. So my little label says for immunity boost, roll on feet or spine 1 to 2 times a day for 10 days. And then you can stop and then start it again. They say with oregano, you want to take a break. I just put it on my feet every night. So
yeah.
But for illness support, like if you're wanting to help your body move through illness quickly, you apply on the feet or the spine, but you're going to do it I do it every hour to 2 hours, because it takes about 20 minutes for an oil to get through every cell that it needs to touch in your body. I don't think you need it any sooner than and so I would do it more often, like 5 or 6 times a day if I'm trying to move through something pretty quickly. And I would do that for 2 to 3 days at least until I start seeing my symptoms subside, and then I can pull back on the dosage if I want, or the applications. And I will say that I don't think I've ever gone more than 12 to 18 hours still experiencing like drastic symptoms. Like almost always the symptoms subside within 12 to 18 hours, sometimes sooner. Okay. Are we ready to move on?
Ready.
Actually, can I share something really quick?
Sure.
So you can buy bags, huge bags of Epsom salts anywhere, Walmart, wherever, or get them in bulk. And so I took 2 different big bowls, and one of them is just plain white, how it comes. And the other one, I added a little food dye coloring in it with some peppermint oil. And this is one I messed up on, so I kept it for myself. But I made layers. I don't know if you can see it very well. But
oh,
I
so
did
cute.
kind of like a candy cane, white. It was supposed to be red, but it turned out pink. And just gave these as gifts for Christmas time.
Yeah, I love it. So that's a basket you would put in your bath tub. So you would use like a good 1/4 to 1/2 a cup, probably in your bath. And you could use eucalyptus, aroma touch, lavender, like Roman chamomile, like any of those would be awesome for bath salts. I love that.
That's a great idea. We should get together and make it for Christmas gifts. Sandra Scott in Australia, she gives it away for, every kind of event as a gift. And she says her friends come back and says, well, whatever that is, I need to join and I need to buy more. And so her friends just like, because she's like, promise me you use the whole bottle, because she has just enough for one usage. And she's like, you need to stay in the bathtub for at least half an hour. And so they do it, and it relaxes them, and they're like, whatever magic that was, I want it.
Yep. I love it. It's so good. I mean, these are just really proactive ways of helping us help our body heal. All of these ways, I think essential oils, no matter how you're putting them on, they're strengthening you. So, okay, I'm going to flip this around. We're just going to do kind of a little walk here. Okay. So I also love making smoothies. I know you guys do too. So here you've got your doTERRA protein, which I couldn't get it a couple weeks ago, but it just came in today. Woohoo! And your fiber, and I couldn't get the greens. They were out of them at the time I was going to order for this class. But yeah, just you can add almond milk. I add frozen bananas, frozen strawberries. You could add almond butter or a natural peanut butter. I like my smoothie to be a little bit slushy, so I love adding like a 1/2 of a frozen banana. And I also really love adding avocado to my smoothie. It just makes it like super, super creamy, and the avocado really just takes on the flavor of everything else in your smoothie. So yummy, yum. Of course, we do oils in our metal water bottle, and look at my cute Slothy sticker from Costa Rica. And I put in lime oil just a little bit ago. And then this is my kitchen counter. So this gets switched out all the time, like depends on what's happening in my family or what we're using at the time. I will just switch out these oils and keep these super convenient. I have kids oils here right now because I have a grandson that's in my house every day.
It feels like they're twinners with Debbie.
Right?
Amy, Cheryl.
Yeah, do you guys have this rack? I want like 4 more of them. I love it.
So cute, but like it's not big enough. Like I have way too many different like citrus oils in it, and like On Guard and Frankincense. The stuff that I drink daily.
Got it. I just keep it narrowed down, I think, in my kitchen. So, because I have them everywhere else too. And then I wasn't going to show this, but I will. I like to keep everything like in the same space, and that makes it really convenient. So here's my, all my supplements. I just keep them in this little thing so I can just slide it right out of the cabinet. And then I prep my supplements in this at the beginning of the week. So I have AM and PM, and I make sure that I do it. I remind myself, I'm like, this is self-love. This is self-love. Like I tell myself, this is my self-love. I want to take care of myself. So I make sure that I do it every week because I want to love myself by taking my supplements. Okay, quickly, let's see. Okay, we're going to go into my bedroom. Okay, here's another diffuser.
Is your house always this clean? Because you're putting us to shame.
No.
Debbie's pretty clean.
I try to be pretty neat.
So
Okay, there's a mess. It's my husband's. No, I allow for clutter. A little bit of clutter is fine for me, but I'm not so adamant about the clean like I used to be when I had a daycare and preschool, but I still like clean. And I'm not so regimented as much as I used to be, but I picked up just a little bit before we started. Anyway, here's the side of my bed. I got this little office organizer because I have my pens in there for journaling because I sit in my bed and journal. This is my favorite. This is a 30 ml bottle that I make a massive immune support blend in.
Twinners
So
with Jamie.
Yeah. So I just triple the recipe or whatever. Here's my Itovi scanner, and then just whatever I'm using, I keep right there on the side of my bed. Okay, into the bathroom. Okay, here's more oils. More oils. Yeah, we just have them everywhere. They're just everywhere.
Rack. It's so cute.
So it's a nail polish rack. I'm telling you.
Cute.
And then whenever I'm gonna travel or something, I have my little doTERRA bag that I just pick my oils from and put them in there.
This is like daily travel. It's not like big long-term travel. It's like going out for the day. Okay, that's small, you guys.
Yeah. This is literally like how this looks pretty much every day, just with more stuff out. So
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. So doTERRA everywhere. Because it's so easy just to replace anything that I was using before, before I knew doTERRA. It's just so simple just to replace it with all of these. And the beauty is, as you've probably heard through this call, is that, one oil could have 5 or 10 uses, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what makes it so cost effective as well. It's like you're not limited to one oil for one use. I make my own makeup remover too. I make it with olive oil, water, and a little bit of face wash. And
okay,
so I just
probably want that recipe too. So you'll send it to me and I'll put it in our YouTube.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. So I use these little cotton pads, and here, I'll just show you how I do this. So this is just to get my, like for my mascara. Olive oil is so good for your skin. So I just use that. I always keep coconut oil in my bathroom because I put this on first. You guys, I'm such a nerd. So I put coconut oil on my eyes, like my mascara, and I'm religious. Morning and night, I wash my face. But at night, I put coconut oil on first. And then while the coconut oil is sitting on my eyes, I brush my teeth. On Guard toothpaste. Okay. And then, yep, this is the nerd skincare system.
Right.
And then I do this on the cotton pad and on my eyes and wipe all of that off. And then I wash my face. And then I apply Immortelle and Virage at night. And in the morning, I apply Immortelle and let's see, the Brightening Gel. Does everyone know what that looks like?
I do now.
Let's
From the Yarrow Palm BOGO.
Oh, yes, and Yarrow Palm. So a lot of times I actually have another Immortelle bottle that I add Yarrow Palm to, but here's your brightening gel. So I do this in the morning whenever I'm putting makeup on, because it kind of tightens your face a little bit. And I love making personal fragrances, and I don't have my recipe on this, but it'll be on one of the slides. My favorite personal fragrance right now is frankincense, grapefruit, and tulsi together. And then I just fill it with fractionated coconut oil, and I actually put it like over my heart or on my neck and even on my armpits. So okay, then you've got your Abode hand wash, your hand lotion, and I actually love this lotion for my whole entire body. So it's not greasy, but I do have body butter here too. So when I want a little extra oomph for dry skin, I use that. And then, yes, you guys want to go to the bathroom with me?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the potty. Okay. So you can make potpourri, but I just like keeping a couple bottles on the back of the toilet just for odors. So I'm training my husband. I'm like, just put 2 drops in after you're done. And I just leave them there. I have eucalyptus and rosemary there right now. Okay, now you get to take a shower with me. Okay, shower. Okay, so shampoo, conditioner. I probably buy 2 of each per year. So people think, oh, it's expensive. It really isn't. If you think about it, I can probably it probably lasts me 6 to 9 months. 1 bottle of shampoo, and my conditioner lasts longer. And then here's your Reveal skincare, your facial system. I keep it in the shower. Here's my scrub that I made. I keep it in the shower. And yeah. Anyone have any other ideas and thoughts?
Ben likes the Citrus Bliss invigorating soap. So it has a bit of a scrub to it. That's good.
Yeah.
For the shower.
I've had it before too, and I really loved it. So I need to get more of it.
I use that one all the time. It's my favorite.
Can't you get like the pack of 3?
Yes.
That one, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. So the body lotion, yeah. Were you talking about this? Hand and body?
So we're talking about the soap, the Citrus Bliss.
You can get it in a pack of 3. Well, this you can get it in a pack of 3 as well. And I always get a pack of 3 because I actually use this on my face too.
So Ben uses that, Debbie, that lotion with yarrow palm inside of it. He opens it up and he puts yarrow palm in and he shakes it up and he uses it as his scalp gel, massage.
Oh.
He doesn't use gel, just uses that.
He just uses that. That's amazing.
When I use that lotion, I put a couple of, I'll put the lotion in my hands and then I'll put a couple drops of whatever oil I want at the time and then rub it together before I put it on. And I do that when I'm using it for my husband too. So
yeah, I love everyone's input because I think some people, when they're first getting started, they tend to overthink, you know, and think that it's complicated, and it really just isn't. We just can be so intuitive about how we're using the oils. Plus we have, you know, our resources like the Gifts of the Earth book, and other resource books that are so, it's just so simple. And it's so, it gives me so much confidence that I have everything right at my fingertips to help myself, to help my family. Does anyone else feel that way too?
Yep.
I'm totally like blown away. If I wasn't like totally sold on doTERRA, I definitely am now. Like just
Yay,
like
Layla.
how much we spend on all these toxic cleaning products, and oh baby, are you okay? Like how much we spend on these cleaning products year after year, or multiple times a year, that we use so fast, and we never think that anything is ever clean enough. But all you have to do is just add some drops to some water, and you know, like whenever you like, I'm one of those people that absolutely loves Pine Sol and Fabuloso, but I have a young daughter, so I'm like, don't walk in the kitchen, it'll burn your skin. And then I think to myself, I'm like, why am I cleaning my floors with something that's gonna burn my kid's skin? You know? So it's really like a huge eye opener for me. And I know that Sierra's in the background chuckling to herself right now.
Completely, yes.
She's
But,
just so proud of you.
Yeah. I thank you so much for sharing that. I just think that is probably the heart of doTERRA, is just helping people awake to understand that we can do things naturally and effectively, and we're going to move back. And so thank you so much for sharing that. And I can hear your heart in what you're saying, and I feel the same way. And you're in a community that feels the same way, is that we can bless our family so much just by taking this natural wellness approach. So
absolutely. My daughter can't sleep by herself without lavender behind her ears. Her and I recently moved to our own apartment. It's just her and I, and part of our nightly routine, I have my little lavender touch right there on the counter, and she goes, "Here, mommy, ears." And every night before I put her to bed, she reminds me to put lavender behind her ears.
Oh,
and you know what, that's so important that you have that kind of bonding. It creates an opportunity for bonding with your kids and your family too, when you're able to like touch people and put the oils on them. There's something about that. I feel like it's an anointing, you know, something really special about
Sierra
that.
did that to me whenever I was pregnant with my daughter. She gave me a massage with magnolia and jasmine. I'll never forget it. And it was the best massage ever. I started to cry.
Oh, well done, Sierra. Look at you.
I love that so much. Thank you so much. All right. Can everyone see this slide? Magnify your healthy body. So these are things that we talked about and did as we walked through my house, but I just want to show you that using the lifelong vitality supplements and your oils and water, I didn't even get like super exact, but if you spent $3 a day on that, does that sound too expensive to get like bioavailable nutrients for your cells and your body? I mean, that's less than a Starbucks drink, right? And then your immunity roller blend, like let's say it's $15 to make it, and that's probably very generous, and you're using it one time a day. That's 5 cents a day if you did it for 30 days, if that's all it lasted you. Okay. I mean, so inexpensive. And then the thing is, what you're doing is you're strengthening your immune system. So you're reducing the amount of times you have to go to the doctor or get medications or spend the gas to drive there or take time off work, or, you know, all of those things add up to savings, right? Okay. And then your DIY body care products. Okay. That all natural body scrub. I mean, you can't you can't go buy it in the store for $2.60, something that is actually good for your body. You just can't. So, and how easy just to be able to make it right in your home. You just have all the ingredients, you know exactly what they are. You know that they're not going to be toxic to your body. There's value in that. So, okay, next slide. Okay, so magnify your home. So these are all the things that we talked about, that doTERRA On Guard all-purpose cleaner, how to make it so simple. And I was going to say, I probably go through 2 to 3 of the concentrates a year. Does anyone else have another average?
Yeah, I think ours is the same, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 to 3 a year. And they're like I want to say $14 wholesale, right around there.
So it works out to be like $1.20 per bottle.
Yeah. Like per bottle that you make, right? Of the cleaner.
Yep.
It's so inexpensive. And so good for your home. And then those protective surface sprays, I mean, they're like pennies on the dollar, right? So inexpensive to make and so convenient. And then, you know, how to store your racks. I mean, how to store your oils. You can get those racks on Amazon or at Aroma Tools, and it just keeps them in convenient places so that it's really simple and easy to use your oils. I think that's absolutely key, is to have everything very convenient.
Debbie, you want to share about the shelf life of the oils?
Yeah. So we are required, or doTERRA is required by the FDA to put an expiration date on the bottles. However, that is usually like a 5-year span. You're probably going to use your oils well before that. But if you keep them in a cool, you know, dark place, or not bright, like it can be normal light. You don't have to be like super careful about it, but honestly, they can last, can I say, forever? Yeah, I mean, what was it? Cave robbers or tomb robbers, right? Went to Tutankhamun's tomb, and they found frankincense, and it was still good.
2000.
You know, 2,000 years old. Yeah, still good. So, okay, next slide. So we want to be happy. Like, it makes me happy. It makes me really happy to have these oils. And I think the happy comes from confidence, and it comes from greater health and wellness. And I think it's a reciprocal thing. If we choose to be happy, we heal faster. And when we are more resilient, then we're able to experience life so much more fuller life, full of love and happiness, and we're able to do all the things that we want to do. And to me, that makes me happy. So use your diffuser every day. Use your diffuser every day. There's so many benefits to that. And then our next slide is about creating your personal aromas. This is that favorite blend that I use right now. Recipe in a 10 ml roller bottle is 5 drops frankincense, 5 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of tulsi. Fill it with fractionated coconut oil, and it's your personal aroma. You can use it anywhere. And here's some other recipes for self-worth.
Okay, Debbie, I think Ginger has a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so fun to go over. Thank you so much. I really have been, it's been about 12 years now that I haven't been buying the chemicals and things. And I love it. I've been enjoying doTERRA so much, because I've always been so turned off with all the chemicals, the plug-in gross things, and the candles, and the expense. It is so expensive to buy all these household chemicals, and they're horrible. So it's just been the greatest thing for the last 12 years to have this stuff. And I'm a very clean person. I mean, and this stuff, it keeps your house clean. We don't need those chemicals at the store. I just love it that I'm not helping those companies, because they really are bad chemicals for us. And I just can't think I love doTERRA smells. They make me so happy. You're right. It does. The mood of the home and the smells, and I love it. I love opening my box of oils.
That's brilliant.
Well, I was just gonna say, yeah, the best way to like be what's the word I'm looking for? An advocate, for a natural lifestyle, is to just not buy those over-the-counter toxic infused products, and then to teach other people to awaken to that truth too, because it's almost like insult to injury, right? When you're buying candles and fragrances, things with fragrances and plugins, and I can't hardly stand them.
Well,
That's something I deal with often too. Like, I am one of those people that really love the Airwick things. I have one in my bathroom, I have one in my kitchen, and I have one in the living room. But I need to just replace them with diffusers, because oftentimes I turn them on low and the smell is too overpowering. I have to wait a couple of weeks before the smell is not like, I want to say intoxicating, because it also makes me like nauseated, but it's so strong. And now I'm having an aha moment, like,
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why, huh? Guys, there's two main reasons why they're very toxic. The first is it is a neurotoxin, so it damages your brain, okay? And so it affects behavior, right? And the other one is it's an endocrine disruptor, so it makes it so that your hormones are off balance, okay? So women, we have just a higher level of estrogen, and so people who have endometriosis, you have breast cancer, and you have thyroid issues, weight issues, and of course that emotional roller coaster. Guys, if you stop just everything that is an endocrine disruptor in your home, you find that you're more balanced, and it's just getting rid of that. That's all, right? It's just way too strong. And it makes it so that your brain doesn't produce the right amount of chemicals anymore. It's all confused. But what's worse is it affects your kids' brain development. Yes. And so for me, I'm like, whoa, this is not, when you talk toxic, you're like, okay, it's bad, but it's really bad, especially when you have growing children.
Yeah. My kids were older when I found, or when Jade introduced me to doTERRA. So it takes a little bit to convince them, but if you can start from a young age to teach your children, I just want you to think about the kind of the heritage that you will gift to them.
Yep.
Yeah, by using the natural lifestyle. It's just so powerful. And then we're really part of a movement. We're really part of a movement to discover and to live truth, more purity and truth. And I love that, that is one of the main missions of doTERRA, is to help us discover that and live happier, healthier lives. So.
Hey, Debbie, 1 second. Jamie wants to show her rack from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 6 tiers, and of course there's some oils around my house, but like I'm standing really far away actually, so like it's very full, and some of them are in front of, there's some behind, and there's some in front, but mine's alphabetically ordered because that way the whole family can find something. Because how there's touch and then there's regular ones, sometimes they're in front of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Is that also a
that-
nail, was that also a nail polish holder, Jamie?
Yeah, it's a nail rack that my dad installed for me. But that's not, that's just not all the oils in, otherwise it just won't fit.
That's a lot like mine right there.
I think I need a second one like Debbie.
I actually have one in my bathroom as well. So I've got them like Debbie scattered around.
Wow.
My
I
rack.
just have it everywhere. I don't like clutter, but like if I don't see it, I won't use it. Because I just have them everywhere. I just my supplements are on my bench top. I don't pack them away.
Yeah.
So I can drink them.
It's just really smart to have them where you can see them. It's just a visual reminder, right? So, all right, let's see some results from these oils.
Okay. FYI graphic.
Oh yeah, kind of graphic. Sorry. Okay, so this picture on the left is my friend's daughter. When she was little, she had molluscum, which is like a viral infection, I believe.
Yeah, very
And-
bad. It can last over a year.
Yeah. So
Could spread and spread. My son had that, and I did not have oil, so he has permanent scarring on his entire abdomen.
oh my gosh. So she just called me. She was like, Cadence has this, blah, blah, blah. And she's had it for a few days. And it's not, we've been using this other cream that we were given and it's not working. Do you have something? And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, probably. So I mixed her up something. I don't even remember what I mixed up for her, but literally this is the next day.
Wow.
The next day. Got the oils, put it on. That was the next day. I was totally blown away.
Wow. What did you mix up for her?
I can't remember.
You
My
need
friend
to remember.
did that. She had a son that has that all over his knees. And the doctors have said like nothing has worked and he can have it for up to a year or more. So she did rose, tea tree, oregano, is all of the really super strong oils, including Manuka and Melissa. And it was a miracle. Within a week, it had disappeared completely.
Wow. I'm sure that I did cedarwood and tea tree and something else, but I'm sure it was those two for sure. So I was amazed. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm amazed that that's so soon after, because I mean my son is now 21 years old, and I thought maybe over time that they would diminish and go away, and there's little pits in his whole abdomen on one side where he had it still today.
Have him try Immortelle on those because it's great scars.
And this next picture just happened to my daughter.
Okay. So, yeah, this is my son. And he was a baseball player. This is when he was in college and he was playing a game and got hit in the mouth with a ball. And it actually split his lip like in half. And so we went and had him checked out and stuff. They didn't do stitches and just let it heal on its own. And we just used oils around the area like every day, and nearly in 12 days, nearly healed. And his scarring is minimal, which is pretty amazing on the mouth. And then the last picture is a friend of ours, and he had a little bit of a motorcycle accident. If this picture was bigger, you could really see he had some road rash and swelling and bruising. And I have a lot more pictures. He literally took pictures, like 2 pictures a day for 5 days. So this is day 1 to day 5. Pretty amazing.
I thought that was going to be like 3 months, but the matter that that's days is mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Right. And as I was finishing this today, I thought, if this is what's happening on the outside of the body so quickly, think about what's happening on the inside of the body so quickly. I was just like, okay, yeah, this is super powerful. So, all right. Yeah, so we can see the results of physical healing, and we can also understand that essential oils are effective for emotional healing. And that is why we love energy balancing with faith so much. We can cleanse physically, but we can also cleanse spiritually, emotionally by using the essential oils and the sermons that they have for all of us as we are learning to navigate, through stresses of life and up level to receive and be tolerant of greater heights of joy. The energy balancing with faith course or sessions help us be empowered and feel more free and deeply happy and confident, and help us resolve old false beliefs and patterns and maybe even family traditions that are not supportive for us. The essential oils really are just helping us match the vibration of the oil, which helps us shift and change on a cellular level, cellular spiritual level. So a new week or a new semester, energy balancing with faith, just happens to be starting this week. If you haven't registered yet, register. It could be life-changing for you. It's been life-changing for me. So anyone else have any thoughts about that?
Definitely life-changing, like highly recommended. I've talked to Layla, my friend that's on here. I've talked to her about it, and we've actually done some energy balancing just between the two of us. And it truly can change past traumas into lessons that you can learn from and be able to share and have beautiful learning moments from. So yeah. I can't say enough good stuff.
I know. I'm looking at this picture. I love this picture. This is from an energy balancing with faith retreat that we had last spring in Gilbert, Arizona. And I look at every single one of these women, and every single one of them has had some sort of trauma or, familial stuff happening in their life, some sort of tragedy, the family, things like that, whatever it's been. But every single one of them has had something, and you can see on their faces the results of the spiritual emotional healing that this course, this methodology, and the essential oils help with. So I just love it so much.
Yes, please join us, guys. It's starting this week. If you have about 2 hours to 3 hours a week, you can do it.
Yep, sure can. Worth it. All right, so let's debunk those myths and those fears about essential oils. They're absolutely affordable and cost effective. They're absolutely easy, not complicated to use. So simple to use, but profound. And there is a lot to learn, but for me and for so many people that I know, that's the beauty of it, is that I feel like I'm still learning, I'm still discovering. And for me, it's exciting. But it's so simple. There is always some sort of solution that I can find with using essential oils. And then we've seen that they're effective. We've seen, we see people's lives changing all the time, from internal and external uses of essential oils. And they are not a luxury. These are a necessary way to live. They're a necessary tool for increased happiness and health and confidence. in our families and in our homes. So we just invite everyone to come along and be with us and understand that the essential oils are so, so simple to use. So thanks everyone for all of your input. I loved it. Yep, if you want to become a doTERRA member, then that's really simple and easy too. Just reach out to the person who introduced you to the essential oils, and you can get your own wholesale account for $35, or you can buy a kit, and that fee is included in a kit. And then every year it just renews at the $25, and doTERRA sends you a free peppermint oil. You're literally paying like $4 to have your membership. So it's so, so worth it. You can order whenever you want. You could cancel whenever you want if you wanted, but I recommend highly the loyalty rewards program. It is absolutely the best value. You make a commitment to invest in yourself and in your family and in your home. And when I started, I just decided an amount that I wanted to spend every month, and I committed to that. And you know, that amount has gone up over the years as I've learned to replace all the things out of my home that are not good for us. And then I've been able to participate in incentives and promotions with that membership. And also with the loyalty rewards program, we accumulate product points, kind of like a frequent flyer program. And then we're able to redeem those for free oils or products. And me personally, I probably redeem at least 100 points every other month. And I know other people redeem much more than that, but I love it. I love going in and going, I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that. And it's all free except for my shipping. So great. And then you get to be part of this beautiful community where you get education, support, and just this friendship that we all share. And we love it. We love it so much.
So Debbie, the shipping is free. Just to clarify for you guys, if you order over 100.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and she meant the $3 redemption fee. So, you know, even if it's 100 points worth, you're only paying $3. So
yes,
that's
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it really is simple. So we can magnify our health and our home and our happy. So come along and join us.
Yay, thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Debbie, I think that was excellent. And I loved how you incorporated, how you actually showed everything in your home and how it was incorporated into your life. And I think that made it very tangible to be able to see it that way for everyone. And so thank you for taking the time to do that. And your home is absolutely beautiful. So I was glad to get a sneak peek.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. And you guys, you can share this video. It's going to be on my YouTube channel with all your friends, all the friends that are new. This will be a great video to show them, just to get them right into it. And because I had friends that like, oh, how do you start? Where do you start? This is so overwhelming. I don't know what to do. And I'll say, hey, just start with one room at a time, you know, take the kitchen or take whatever. But yeah, watching this video will really help them, because visualize eventually this is going to be them. They're going to doTERRAize their house too. Yeah. Speaking of this doTERRAizing, we went on a retreat for energy balancing last week to Costa Rica. And it was just really fun to watch all these ladies. You know, we pack our essentials, and, you know, it's the oils and the supplements, and every day, every other moment, every few minutes, we're oiling up. We're putting oils in our water, or, you know, TerraShield oil on our legs, so we don't get bug bites. And the whole time we were happy and healthy. So, you know, going to a poorer country, you know, sometimes you're worried about, you know, catching stuff or getting bugs, you know, and having, you know, digestive issues. But nope. We ate and and laughed and laughed and laughed. So it was just wonderful. Yeah, and I think we can look forward to doing that as a group if you would like to join our Energy Balancing with Faith, and then come along to the retreats too. So anyway.
So
Thank you so much. This is wonderful, guys. I'm going to stop the recording now.